You know the feeling, right? You go on a diet, you lose a few pounds, and then, boom, you're right back where you started. It's this super frustrating cycle, and trust me, you are not alone. But what if the problem isn't you? What if it's not about willpower at all, but about the whole way we think about losing weight? We're going to dive into a strategy that's all about lasting change, not just those quick, temporary fixes.
Okay, so let's get right to the big question. Why do most diets fail? I mean, we follow all the rules, we cut out everything we love, we white-knuckle our way through it, and the results just fizzle out. Well, the source material we're digging into today says we're not just getting the answer wrong, we're asking the wrong question. See, it's not about which diet is best, it's about the entire system we're using to try and change.
And honestly, this quote just nails it. Diets never work, but habits always do. The whole idea we're exploring here is a huge shift in how you look at this. It's about stopping the whole going on a diet thing and instead focusing on building permanent habits. Think about it. A diet is like a sprint. Habits? That's about changing the way you walk for the rest of your life.
And this chart really shows you what we're talking about. Dieting is all about suppression and restriction. It's kind of like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. You can do it for a little while with sheer willpower, but eventually it's going to pop right back up. Habits, on the other hand, are about replacement. It's a long-term lifestyle thing. You're not fighting the old impulse, you're just building a new, better path for that energy to follow until it's totally automatic.
Okay, so to build habits that actually work, we got to get back to basics. We need to understand the simple science of weight loss. I'm not talking about fad diets or magic pills or any of that noise. If you strip everything else away, there's one simple, unbreakable rule that's behind it all. And there it is, the caloric deficit. That's the whole game, right there. It doesn't matter what diet you're on, keto, paleo, low-fat, you name it. If it actually works, it's because somehow it got you into a caloric deficit. It's not magic, folks, it's just biology. If your body is burning more energy than you're giving it through food, it has to get that energy from somewhere else. And guess what? It starts using your stored fat. Simple as that.
So really, your body's always in one of three states. A caloric surplus, you're eating more than you burn, that leads to weight gain. Caloric balance, you eat what you burn, you stay the same. And then there's the magic zone, the caloric deficit. You're eating less than you burn. And that's where weight loss happens. Our goal with these new habits is to spend more time in that third column without even thinking about it.
All right, so if the science is so simple, just eat less than you burn, then why is this so unbelievably hard? You're probably thinking that right now. Well, the answer isn't about not knowing enough. It has everything to do with these incredibly powerful automatic habits that are running our lives and keeping us stuck. And this is the key to everything. A habit is just a strong link between a trigger and a response. It's a shortcut your brain made to save energy. Something happens, the trigger, and you automatically do something else, the response. It's like a little program running in the background of your mind. So listen, this isn't about being weak or having no willpower. It's about recognizing the code that's running and learning how to rewrite it.
Here's a super classic example. I bet a lot of you can relate to this. The trigger? You finish a really long, stressful day at work. What's the automatic response? You grab a pint of ice cream for that instant stress relief. The problem, of course, is that you just added, 200, maybe 500 extra calories to your day. That one tiny little habit can completely undo a whole day of good choices. That's the habit loop, right there in action.
Okay, so we've seen the science, we've seen the problem, this automatic habit loop. So now the big question is, how do we actually rewrite that code? Well, the source material gives us a really simple but super powerful action plan. It's all built on 3 pillars, and this is where the magic happens. We're going to stop fighting our old habits and start strategically building new ones to take their place.
First up is Pillar 1, active habits. And look, this is not about forcing yourself to go to the gym for 2 hours every day. Forget that. This is all about finding easy, repeatable ways to swap out those moments of sitting around with a little bit of movement. It's about gently tipping that calorie scale back in your favor, day after day.
And you know what the perfect starting point is? Something so simple, a brisk walk. Why a walk? Well, for one, it's totally free. 2, it's an amazing way to de-stress, which, by the way, creates a new positive reward loop in your brain. And 3, it's shockingly good at burning calories. This is the perfect thing to replace that habit of crashing on the couch after work.
And just look at that number. We're talking around 300 calories burned in just a 30-minute brisk walk. Now think about that ice cream habit from before. This one simple walk can completely cancel out those calories and put you right back into a caloric deficit. That's what I'm talking about. A small change that makes a huge, huge difference.
Okay, so maybe you're ready to level up a bit. Let's talk about high-intensity interval training, or HIIT. This is absolutely perfect for those days when you're super short on time, but you still want to get a big bang for your buck. The whole idea is to work harder, not longer. You go all out for a short burst, then rest, then repeat. It fires up your metabolism like crazy, so you keep burning calories even after you're done. But hey, remember, this is just an option, not a must-do. The walk is a fantastic place to be.
And the best part? You don't need a gym or any fancy equipment. We're talking about simple stuff like jumping jacks, running in place, doing some lunges. Seriously, the next time you have a spare 10 minutes and you're about to start scrolling on your phone, just try a quick HIIT session instead. It is such a powerful way to turn that dead time into serious calorie burning time.
All right, let's move on to the second pillar, meal habits. And again, I want you to get the idea of a restrictive diet right out of your head. This is not about that. This is about building smart, automatic routines around how you eat, which will naturally help you manage what you eat without all the stress.
So check this out. Just try these 3 simple things. First, drink a big 16-ounce glass of water before every single meal. Second, try eating 4 or 5 smaller meals throughout the day instead of 3 big ones. And third, and this one is huge, chew every single bite 30 to 40 times. I know it sounds crazy, but if you just focus on these 3 habits, I promise you, you'll be amazed at how you naturally start eating less without counting a single calorie.
And that brings us to the third and honestly probably the most important pillar of them all, your mindset. This is the bedrock. It's the foundation that all your other habits are built on. This is about changing the actual story you tell yourself about who you are and what's possible for you.
It's so easy to say, oh, it's my genetics, to feel like you're just doomed to fight this losing battle forever. But here's the truth. While yeah, genetics might play a tiny role, your daily habits have a much more powerful say in what your body looks and feels like. The second you switch your thinking from, well, this is just who I am, to I am someone who can change my habits, man, everything shifts. It's like going from being a passenger in your own life to grabbing the steering wheel.
So when you bring all this together, you see the secret isn't some crazy complex formula. It's just making a simple decision. You're going to stop dieting, and you're going to start building. You're not depriving yourself of anything. You are designing a new lifestyle that feels good, one tiny habit at a time.
And this last quote just says it all perfectly. The single most important factor that makes the difference between your current self and the body of your dreams, your habits. That gap between where you are now and where you want to be, it's not going to be closed by some new diet or a magic pill. It's going to be closed by all those small, automatic things you do every single day. It's closed by your habits.
So that brings us right here to the final and most important point. Don't get overwhelmed and try to change your entire life tomorrow. Just stop and think about this one question. What's just one small, not-so-great habit you have, and what's one simple, positive habit you could swap in its place, starting today? Because that right there is where real, lasting change actually begins.